Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Open your camera, Pratishtha. How was your exam, Pratishtha?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Good morning. All of you, open your cameras.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. How was your French exam, everyone?
Ma'am, good.
Good. Very nice. So you want to start a new chapter today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. All of you take out your books.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Good morning. What we're going to do today is we're going to start the next chapter, that is Compton Ensemble. Leçon 2. Everybody open that page. All of
Can
you
you
have
please
book
send the PDF of chapter?
2? Yes, beta, I'll send it. Just wait.
Okay, ma'am.
This is 6B, right? Yes, there's the PDF. Just check.
Yes, ma'am, I found it.
Found it? Everyone got it. Good. Now do one thing. All of you take out your copies also. Each one of you take out your copies and then we are going to start. Okay, I'm sharing screen with you. Yes. Can you all see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Now, what we'll do, write it in your copies, write down the name of the chapter. What is the chapter's name? It's Compton Ensemble. What does it mean? Write down today's date. Leçon 2. What is number 2? Number 2 is the. We call it DEUX. Leçon 2. Compton. What is the meaning of?
Ma'am, we have to write this which you are writing in whiteboard.
Yes, beta, you have to write it. That is why I said take out your copies. What do you mean by compton? Compton means let us count. This entire word means let us count. And what is the next word? Next word is ensemble. Ensemble. What does ensemble mean? Ensemble means together. So what it is? Let us count together. I think because of the shade here, you're not being able to see. Isn't it? You have a little shade over here. Are you able to see it, what I have written?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You have written together.
Okay. Let us count together. Now in this chapter, what are we going to count? We are going to learn many things in this chapter. Basically, what we'll count is we are going to count numbers. We are going to learn numbers in this chapter in French. But before the numbers, what is given? Can you see I have shared the screen? These are alphabets that are given to us. Now these alphabets have got, children, just a minute, I think there's a call from school only. Now, when we talk about alphabets, English alphabets, we have learned English alphabets as A, B, C, D, E, right? We have learned Hindi, akshar like k, kh, g. What K is in English, in Hindi it's k. In English we call it K, in Hindi we call it k. Similarly, in French there is a different pronunciation. It is written as K only, but how do we pronounce it? We pronounce it as ka. Okay? In Hindi, we have learned akshar b, right? But in English, what do we call it? B. And in French, what is the pronunciation? The pronunciation is, it is written as B, but we pronounce it as Bay. What do we pronounce it as? Bay. So we are going to learn different pronunciations of all these alphabets. Everybody will repeat after me all the alphabets. Let's begin with A. A in French is called A. What is it called? A. B, C, D.
B, C, D.
A, B, C, D, F. Then E. What is alphabet E called?
E.
Called F. It's called F. Okay? All together, all 5 alphabets together. A, B, C, D,
A, B, C, D, A.
Very good.
A, B, C, D, A.
Very nice. Then F. F is same, exactly same.
Iffy.
No, it's called F beta, not iffy. It is same like English. F. Then G is called J.
J.
Yes.
J.
G is called J. Like it is pronounced as
J.
J. H is called Ash.
Ash.
H is called Ash.
Ash.
Then I is called E. Now I alphabet is pronounced as E.
E.
So let's speak all of them together. F, J, Ash, E.
F, J, Ash, E. F, J, Ash, E.
Not J, it's called J.
F, J, Ash, E.
Very good. Then alphabet J. Now alphabet J is pronounced as G. What is it pronounced as? G.
G.
Very good. It is pronounced as G. What we have to remember is G and J, we have to interchange their pronunciation. What we have learned in English, it goes opposite. And the sound is J. G becomes J and J becomes G. Okay? Then KLMNO. Speak, everyone speak.
KLMNO. KLMNO.
Very good. Then
Ma'am, it is same.
Yes, it is same. Only K is different. K is pronounced as Ka. LMNO is same. Then P is pronounced as Pay.
Pay.
Q as
Ma'am, in French, we say Papa and Pepe.
No. We say Papa as Papa only. See, now in English, if you write HI, so you don't say HE. Do you pronounce this alphabet how it appears? Only if it is written like this somewhere, we call it H. Otherwise, in words, if it is there, what do? We call out their sounds. What is the H sound? H. That is why we say hi or hello. We don't say HLO. Do we say HLO? So in P, like you asked, Papa is Pepe. It's not Pepe. It's Papa only. Because P is appearing in a word. In words, it gives the sound that is there. Only if it is written alone somewhere, we will say letter P. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. If I tell you to tell me the spellings of the word pal. Now, how will you tell the spellings of pal? In English, we will say P-A-L. But in French, how are we going to tell?
P-E-L.
No. P, A, and L. In French, how will we pronounce these letters, these alphabets as P, A, and L? This is how French alphabets are pronounced. Is that fine? Yeah. But the word we are going to read as pal only because the sounds are such. Then coming on to the next alphabet, that is R. Okay, Q. Q is Q only. Q is Q. Then R is air. What is it? It's air. S. Now S is same like English. S. Te, you, way. Everybody speak. Te, you, way.
You, way. Te, you, way.
Yes. Now, what is letter V? Letter V is called way. And how is a W formed?
Way.
Listen, see, everybody look up here. How is a W formed? We add one more V, right? Two V's together make a W. So in French, this W is called double way, which means double V, two V's together. two V's put together make a W. Double.
Ma'am, they write double in do, double.
Yes, they write double as double. So it becomes double. Then X is eats. Letter X is called eats.
X.
Y is called Y. And Z is called Z.
Z.
Very nice. Now all of you, any confusion in any alphabet, any pronunciation, just
No,
go
ma'am.
through it once. Everybody go through all the letters once and try to pronounce.
Ma'am, can you tell how E is pronounced?
E is pronounced as UH. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now take out your copies and write all these alphabets in English also and their French pronunciation also. Make a follow.
Okay.
And what you're going to write? You're going to write all the alphabets and how they are pronounced. Like this. How it is shared on the screen in the similar way. And if you feel that you're going to remember how B is pronounced, you can't remember by this, you can write your own pronunciation, like what is the spelling of bay according to you? We have learnt bay as B-A-Y. So you can write this way. We have learnt pay like this from the beginning, isn't it? So instead of writing PE, for yourself, you can write this way of pronouncing them. Start doing and let me know. After finishing, raise your hands and let me know.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I got disconnected from the meeting, ma'am. What we are doing?
Beta, now you're writing these alphabets in your copy along with the French pronunciation. The ones you can see on the
Okay, ma'am.
screen, you have to write it.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, like that way only we have to write this.
Yes, Beta, in the same way.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, you have checked the French exam?
Beta, I have checked a few papers. There are so many papers in my chat box because all 6th, 7th, 8th just happened in one day and the other like that.
Ma'am, I have written.
Okay, what about others?
Ma'am, I am on second
I'm
bracket.
about to complete.
All right, do it, Beta.
I'm done.
All of you have done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now after
Ma'am,
this,
I am
let's...
on third.
Yes?
Ma'am, I am on third bracket.
Okay, beta.
Ma'am, please scroll up.
Okay, till then, for those who have done, let me share a video with you of these French alphabets. Can I remove the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone has done? Can you all hear it? Can you listen
Ma'am,
to it?
now to know.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet.
Children, could you listen to it? Was it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. So are you all thorough with the pronunciation now of all the alphabets?
B, C, D, E, F, G,
All right. So clear to everyone, all the alphabets?
Yes,
Yes or
ma'am.
no? Yes. Now, after these alphabets, let's come on to the next part of the chapter, that is accents. Now, what are accents? We have learned matras in Hindi, right? When I say mere ghar mein, so what I do, I put one matra because I know I'm speaking mein, right? मैं जा रही हूँ. What I do now, मैं gives me this sense, gives me this wisdom that I have to put two matras, isn't it? Similarly, in French, we have matras which are known by the name accent. And in French, what do we call it? We call it les accents.
Les accent.
No, les accents.
Les accent.
Very nice. Now, starting with the first accent, that is accent aigu, or in French, it's called accent aigu. Accent aigu is placed on letter E with this symbol. It only comes on letter E. And what is its role? Wherever it is placed on letter E, what do we do? What sound do we give to that particular word? We give a sound. For example, it becomes, now I have two accent aigu on both the E's. So how am I going to pronounce this word? The pronunciation would become ete. Which sound is it giving? It is giving a sound to my word. So it will be pronounced as ete. Clear? Next we have accent grave. The next accent is accent grave. Now it is the opposite of accent aigu. This accent aigu is denoted by this symbol and accent grave is denoted by this symbol. It is exactly the opposite of accent aigu. Now what role does it play? It is placed on A, E and U. When placed on A and U, it does not bring any change in the pronunciation of those words. But if it is placed on letter E, the pronunciation changes. Like for example, the word is P-E-R-E. What is it? P-E-R-E. The pronunciation becomes pear. What sound it's giving? It is giving a sound. Here it was a sound. Here it is a sound. Is that clear? Clear to everyone or not? If not clear, children, please ask me. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now do one thing, write it in your copies. Write this much in your copy. Then we'll move ahead to the next accent.
Ma'am, what is written, ma'am? Second point, first word.
Accent grave. Grave. And this is AIGU. Ague.
Okay, ma'am. I have done.
All of you have
There
done?
are only 2 minutes are left.
No. Right now I have written just 2 accents on the board. Can I erase it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now coming on to the next
2
one.
minutes are left.
2 minutes are left. So let's just learn a very easy one that is called a sidel. Accent sidel. Now what is this accent sidel? It is placed, it is denoted by this symbol. It is a hook like a symbol. A hook like a symbol. And it is placed under letter C. That's it. Only under letter C we place it. And what impact does it bring to the pronunciation of this letter? The letter is pronounced as sir. We give sir sound to letter C if it is placed under it. Like we have a word called, okay, we have learned the word come on. Isn't it? COMMENT. Come on. But we have also learned how it is pronounced. Now here, what sound are we giving to C? K. Come on. And what we learned after it? Comment ça va? You all used to make this mistake by saying kava, isn't it? You used to call it kava, and I used to say no, it's sava. Why? Because we have a sidel under it. So the role of this sidel is to give sa sound to alphabet C. Write it down. Now there is another example of this word only, like garçon. Garçon. Garçon is a boy. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think that's all for today. What we've learned is les alphabets. What are alphabets called? It's called les alphabets. Les alphabets. And accents, les accents. We've learned only 3 accents today. The rest 2 we are going to learn in our next class.
Oh,
I think, children, I should end the meeting here. See you next week, everyone.
bye, ma'am. Thank
Bye,
you,
beta.
ma'am.
Bye.